Alright everyone, welcome back. We're going to do another Pokemon Go video for the raids. We're going to do a little bit different instead of just doing videos because I had a little issues with that. I'm just going to voice over and explain everything to you guys, which is probably actually better in the end. So today we're going to talk about Kyurem. He's been one that was out lately. And well, not lately now, probably a month or so ago, but he's one of the most recent ones. So, like, if you watch the first video, we're gonna go through a team of 6, what Pokemon and what moves occurred, as in the top 5 that using the Pokegenie Battle Simulator. And then I'll go through what moves appear the most from a team of 6, and then we're gonna do a team of 12 because sometimes you need to roll through 2 sets of teams depending on how many people you have battling with you. And then what Pokemon and move sets occur with the top 12, and what move set occurs most with top 12. And then I'll do for both 6 and 12. As before, I'm just a reminder, like I said in the first video, I'm doing teams of 12, mostly because, like I said, depending on how many people are battling with you, you may have to roll through a second team. Also, teams of 12 bring out different Pokemon than teams of 6. I'm still kind of, I figured as I do more research, I'll figure out why. But it gives you more options because sometimes some of the ones that come out in the top 6, non-legendary, let me mention that, these are non-legendary, are still kind of harder to find than some of the ones that come up in the team of 12. So let's get started. Team of 6. So in the number 1 slot, you got Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Now, looking at this, you'll see Metagross hits a lot. So obviously, if you can get them, this is one of the ones you want. So moving on. Second, Metagross again with Zen Headbutt and Meteor Mash. Third, Metagross with Bullet Punch and Flash Cannon. And then number 4 is actually Empoleon with Metal Claw and Flash Cannon. And then 5th slot, Metagross again with Bullet Punch and Psychic. So next we'll move on to the moves. So for a team of 6, the moves that appear the most is Bullet Punch. And the charge move that appears the most is Meteor Mash, but I want to make a note here that that is a legacy move, so you may not be able to get that if you're just catching them in the wild, it wasn't a special event. So if you can't get Meteor Mash or get the special TM that makes you able to get the legacy moves, use Flash Cannon because it appears just as much, if not the same amount. Next, we'll move on to the team of 12, which has a bit more variety behind it. So in the number 1 slot, again, Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Taking second and third slot is Lucario with Counter and Aurora Sphere for number 2, and Bullet Punch and Aurora Sphere for number 3. Next, in the number 4 slot, you got Conkeldurr with Counter and Dynamic Punch, and then Rhyperior for number 5 with Smackdown and Rock Wrecker. I will make a note with this, even though it's the second video. I will just give you a little, spoiler alert later on. Rhyperior is another one of those that you want to keep, get a lot of. Okay, it's a team of 12 that appears the most. As a quick move is Bullet Punch, and as a charge move is Aurora Sphere. Now, I know sometimes you'll look at this and say, well, you know what, they're in the top 5, so obviously, well, sometimes it gets a little, I don't want to say hairy, but you would think, oh, it'll be the same moves as the top ones. Like in 6, a team of 6, it was kind of obvious what it was going to be. But when you move into 12, once again, like I said, not only do you get more variety, but, it's not as obvious which one hits the top mark. And lastly, we're going to look at appears most for both of the teams, which is Metagross. Big surprise there. Um, with Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash again, or Flash Cannon. And the quick move, Bullet Punch, and the charge move is Meteor Mash or Flash Cannon. I'll go through here. We'll do another one here soon. But one of the things that I'll go through as I get more of these set up, I'm going to do a little bit more deep diving in to do an overall Pokemon that, okay, you see, like I gave you a little spoiler alert earlier, that Rhyperior shows up multiple times in multiple raids. I will keep a Excel chart, keeping track of who appears most out of all of them, and I'll give you little updates every so many episodes showing that out of 6 different raids, these are the Pokemon that appear the most, these are the moves that appear the most. So that way, if you're a casual player like me that aren't going out constantly, maybe every day or whatnot, and be able to get a bunch of these, or be able to go out and enjoy the event days and community days and stuff like that, that you might be able to say, okay, so this Pokemon appears the most, might not be number 1, 2, or 3 on specific raids, but it will, I can get a lot of these ones, so I can use this. And also, I will go through and figure out the charge moves. Mainly, I've been seeing other Pokemon that can use those charge moves that might be legacy for this one, but aren't legacy for other ones, and I may try to do a little experimenting with using those, because I could be wrong, but I think in this one with the Meteor Mash, which is a legacy move, but I think, and don't quote me on this, even though I'm telling you this, on here, whenever I was doing one of these, and I think it was this one, I looked at Meteor Mash, and actually I think it was Wigglytuff, I think it was, or Cleavable, that was actually able to learn that move as a non-legendary move. So it's kind of crazy. So for certain Pokemon, it's not legendary, legacy, a legacy move, and for others, it's not. And curiosity in my mind is saying, well, if that's the top move, even though this Pokemon doesn't reach top 5, can that move still be good if I use this Pokemon in a raid battle? But that'll be for down the road. So that is Kyurem. Just if you like this video, hit the like. If you want to see more, which I'll be bringing out more, hit the subscribe. If there's any ones you want to see particularly ahead of others, I already got a few of these done. I just got to record them. But if there's some you want to see, sooner rather than later, just send me a message and I'll try to work on it here and get it out to you guys as soon as I can. All right, guys, have a good one.